Let's get right into this, shall we? What we have here is a sweet Mountain Dew Violet from Japan. Now, today, I'm going to be trying this soda and letting you guys know exactly what I think about it. I will most likely give you a scale rating from 1 to 10, but before I do that, I'm going to walk you guys through briefly on the history of this soda. So without further ado, let's get right into this. So, Mountain Dew Violet was first released in 2019. This was a Japan exclusive soda when it first came out. Later on, it was announced somewhere that it would be available in FYE stores and its online store. And for those of you that don't know what FYE means, it stands for your entertainment. So this being a Japan exclusive was one of the very few substances that is across the globe where US consumers could actually purchase it. And FYE was the source where you could find it. This soda was doing pretty well, but in late 2020, it was announced that it was going to be discontinued forever. Because of this, the value skyrocketed in just one can of these. So consumers were able to buy cases of 24 of these online. I don't know how much. I would guess around $15 to $30. But what I can tell you now is one single can of Mountain Dew Violet that is full, sealed, and unopened is going for a very, very steady and easy $75, which is pretty incredible because a Pepsi Blue vintage bottle from 2002 to 2004, you could easily get that sold for $75. And in just 2 years, this became basically just as valuable as a vintage Pepsi Blue bottle. Why that happened so fast, I don't know. But things happened, and this happened to be a pretty big trending soda. What I can tell you guys is that in Japan, there were 3 different grape flavors, or yeah, basically grape flavors of soda. And um, I think the first one was Mountain Dew Grape, which is extraordinarily rare because it was only available in vending machines in Japan. And then I think there was some sort of a Mountain Dew Kickstart that was grape flavored that came out in Japan. And then this was the third one, Mountain Dew Violet. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think there are speculations, yeah, that this is grape flavor. If you look at the can, it says Mountain Dew Violet with grape flavor. So, with that said, it is now time for the moment of truth, and we are going to crack open this bad boy and try it out and see just how it tastes. Oh my goodness, so here we go. Oh, I cannot believe this is even happening right now. Wow, that smells pretty good. What a very interesting looking color. Definitely not what I was expecting. It's definitely not like a Concord Grape traditional titled soda in the US. The color is much different than that. Take a good look at that, viewers. Oh man. Wow. Okay. Very fair. But what are we tasting here exactly? Yeah, so when I first drink into this, I'm definitely getting hit with a mild grape flavor. And there are these nice little bubbles that hit your tongue and kind of fling right off of them before you digest them. Hmm, that's actually not bad. So it's actually quite different. If for some reason, by a miracle from God, you get a chance to try one of these, you will definitely taste some sort of a mild grape flavor, but it's not going to be like something you would have expected. It's much more mild than that. Hmm. Okay, I think I'm figuring this out a little bit more as I go. Let's try a few more sips. Then I'll let you guys know exactly what I think. Okay, yes. So, what's happening with this soda is that you are getting a mild grape flavor. You can actually taste the sugar that's in this more than the grape, if that makes any sense. But the grape is definitely there, but it's also definitely mild. So, you're getting a nice mild taste of grape. And like I said earlier, you have these nice bubbles that are hitting your tongue perfectly and they spark right off the tip of your tongue just as you're swallowing it. And overall, I'm quite shocked. This is actually pretty mild for a grape soda, but the grape is definitely still there. You can tell there's grape in it. So it's hard to explain. Like, it's not just mild and it's not just grape flavored, but it's a mild grape flavor where you can very clearly taste the grape, but it's just mild. It's so hard to explain. It's like the best way I can describe it is it's more of a stronger mild taste, if that makes any sense. So, being very, very fair and not biased in any sort of a way, being the stingy rater that I am, it's pretty good, but it's not absolutely fantastic. I'm going to give this a very fair 6.5 out of 10. It just kind of is what it is. It's got that mild, strong taste of grape, and it's so strange because it's not just mild and it's not just grapey, but you have a very strong, mild taste of grape, and you have a very strong, distinct taste of grape. But the way that they fused this together with the strong grape taste and the mild grape taste is they're both like colliding with each other and they're butting heads just relentlessly, and they're both constantly fighting against each other to where you can't really make out exactly what it tastes like, to where it tastes amazing, to where you're going to be able to give it a rating of like an 8 or 9, or at least what I would do if I could taste it better. But basically, the mild grape flavor, along with the strong grape distinct taste, they're both very strong, but they just fight against each other like you wouldn't believe. And to be perfectly honest, it just cancels out the flavor for the most part. So the flavor is definitely there, but it's just not absolutely fabulous. A 6.5 out of 10 is absolutely what I'm going to give this, and I will not give it any more. It is very worth trying one of these. For instance, such as a YouTuber IIWR that goes by the nickname of DJ Glowing Ice. I would bet you that he's probably heard of this, but whether he's been able to get his hands on one of them or not is a completely different story in itself. I don't know. But I would recommend this for anybody to try that is as curious minded as I am, because it's quite an interesting little path that it's going to take you through. And to be perfectly honest, this is not really like anything that I've ever tasted. And for the obscurity of it and the rarity, me doing this video, I'm definitely going to give the whole experience a 10 out of 10 in trying to figure this out, because it was epic. But the flavor, I'm going to stay where I was at as far as the 6.5 out of 10 goes. Alright guys, Mountain Dew Violet, exclusively from Japan, and then was available for US consumers off of FYE. That is the end of the Mountain Dew Violet Voyager. Thank you all for watching.